Hey everybody, it's David again, and I'm just going to go really quick through a shorter tutorial, hopefully, on Adobe Premiere. If you have it downloaded on your computer through UAF, this would be a UAF computer, or in the computer lab, you first have to go ahead and open it. It asks or runs through the key client server. And this Adobe Premiere is one of several different programs that you can utilize. You can utilize Camtasia, which I'm actually using to do it right now, and that's also downloadable through UAF and fairly simple with a timeline as well. And I'm just going to show you how to overlay video with some audio and then go ahead and produce a shorter clip for export. So as we wait for Premiere to open up here, again, you can use any sort of program you want. Camtasia is one of them. The various Apple software, but I have tended to prefer Adobe Premiere, not simply because I've gotten more used to it over time. See, look at that thing just bounce up and down. Let's click on that and see what happens. Oh, it's just still bouncing up and down. It's fabulous. And there's that talk I just gave on the equipment. Let's see how that's doing. I'm uploading that to YouTube, which is actually where you can send some of these clips if you want to. You can also just save them directly as MP4s right onto your desktop, and then be able to play them as you're going through delivering your presentation. So I'm going to start a new project here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. This will come up. We'll just call it Oral History PR. Just click OK. And then the default settings will come up. Just click OK again. And assuming it will load, here we go. So here's Adobe Premiere 6.0. It's fairly straightforward. If you have the clip already from the video, again, if you're using the DV tapes that we talked about last time, these guys here, then you're going to have to go ahead and transfer those to a digital file. If you're using the cards that would be in the recorder, then you would have to transfer that onto your computer. Or if it's just recording on your computer, then you would have a file. So here's a file with over here that I have on my desktop. I'm just going to go ahead and drag that in. It imports the files. It's fairly quick. And then you would go ahead and say I want to put some music on it, and I found some waterfall music, which is appropriate because we're, these interviews are about waterfalls and stuff like that, like what I was trying to talk about with Leslie last time around. So go ahead and click on the object that you wish to import in, and you just drag it right in. Video 1 and 2, and here you go. Now, these are scale. This helps with scale here. And same on the bottom. So you can increase or decrease scale overall. Now you have the full 51-minute interview in the course of this time period. Now say I wanted to bring some music in there, mix things up a bit. Just go ahead and drag that right in. Now, this is your device to essentially play to check what you have. Okay, it is August 27th. 2013. So here you can hear the music along with me doing the interview with Bob, along with me talking over the top of that right now. So there's multiple things going on your screen. It sort of looks like CNN or Headline News or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and pause that. Now say you wanted to just get a quick segment of this for class. Say you wanted just a representative 2-minute segment. So what you would do is you would go ahead and you would tailor this, and you can do this by essentially marking in and marking out. So if you had this here, so let's go ahead and get rid of this because we don't want all of it. So just select on it and delete. Pretty simple. Say we just want a brief time. So hunting, fishing, running through the woods, swimming. What about things like so here we have the entire interview spaced out, and this is the bar on the bottom here to go ahead and move throughout the rest of the interview. Again, this is scaled out. So say I just wanted a particular segment because I was trying to show a particular point to the class. So you go ahead and mark in, starting here. That I don't remember. And where was the family farm? 2.5
2.5 miles south of the traffic light in Dingman's.
So 209 and 730.
209. You know where Chestnut Hill Ridge Road is? Farm was just south of that. Brook there.
And we'll just take that as a segment. And so it's marked out. Go ahead and stop it. And then you just go ahead and insert it in. Now there's two options here. You can insert it in or you can overwrite. You want to be really careful with overwriting because of course you will overwrite. So you can go ahead and insert this in. Now you see here on the timeline it's all the way over here. That's because that's where this was over here. I don't like that. I'm going to back out of that or just delete that. Now the great thing is that this remembers, of course, what you just, this clip is still up here at the top, and you just go ahead and insert it here. Now it's in the very front of your clip, and you're going to go ahead and expand it out. So say I want to put a little music over the top of that for some crazy reason. Go ahead and have that right there. Again, we don't need the entire clip here. So we can just go ahead and truncate that. And well, my preference is just to work with the object as a whole here. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this out here and see what I'm working with, and you can just drag this back and decrease the size of it overall. Now again, I'm not expecting that you guys will incorporate music or anything like that. So here I have my finished clip. So it's a segment
I don't remember.
And where was the family with some music over the top. Now again, the music is again, it's optional, just sort of playing around here a little bit.
You know where Chestnut Hill Ridge Road is? Farm was just south of that. Brook there.
Okay, so there's the entire segment that you're going to play. You would go ahead and go to File, and I typically like to, you can export this file, and when you go ahead and export it, you would export it as media, and then there's a number of different options. Here's the form that you're going to export it in as QuickTime, and again, if you have QuickTime Player on your computer, it's fairly easy to do that. It's a 17-second clip, so it's fairly straightforward, and you just go ahead and click Export, and that will encode, and the file will then be available on your computer. Now, one of the things to watch out for when it does download onto your computer is the output name. And the output name will go to some sort of sequence which references to Adobe Premiere. Now, of course, you can change that if you want by clicking on that, and it will show you the location. You can also change the location for where you want to save it. So say I want to go ahead and put it on my desktop, and this is Bob Brumbaugh, so I'll just go ahead and type that in there, and then I'll just go ahead and hit save there, and then go ahead and again, I'm going to export it again because the first version got lost. Now it's downloading right to the desktop and will be available for me on the desktop here. So I go ahead and reduce this, and then I can go ahead and find that on the desktop. There it is right there. Go ahead and open it again with a QuickTime file. You can maximize it, and you have the option here, of course, to export that if you want, using any of these to YouTube or something like that. Keep in mind privacy with people. And then here it is, the final product here with the music.
That I don't remember.
And where was the family farm?
2.5 miles south of the traffic light in Dingman's.
Okay, guys. Well, I hope to have given you guys a good sense of using Adobe Premiere really quick. Again, there's a more in-depth tutorial that's available, and if you're more comfortable with other programs, please feel free to use those. Thanks. Bye.